Hello, everybody. It is Laura from the future. I don't really know. I didn't prepare anything to say here, but basically, as you can tell, probably from the title and all, this is a little bit of a different video than I typically do, and that's because this is going to be my first reaction video. There are a lot of things that I have in mind that I'd really love to react to, namely the Genshin past events. The ones that are long since gone, they're not going to come back around, and I never got the chance to see them. So people have been saying in the comments that a lot of these introduce characters that we've never met, or introduce lore aspects that never show up again, but they kind of expect us to know. So I thought it would be really nice to watch some of these events before moving on to the next regions. Now, if you are watching this video, at time of recording, I'm not planning to move on to the next regions anytime soon. I'm still waiting for my past videos to keep rolling out so we can all kind of catch up to the present together, which has been our mission for the last couple of weeks at this point. And so I'm really excited to move on to those next regions, and I really, really want to. So in order to resist the temptation, we are watching events. And I figured I'd record these, and I don't know, if they're entertaining, I'll post them, we'll see. So I looked up the events online, and then I found this helpful playthrough, or playlist, that is, and I don't think it's a playthrough. Yeah, I think it's just the cutscenes. This should be the first event that comes along, Unreconciled Stars. I believe it was a 1.1 event or so. So, I don't really know what to expect here, and I am really excited to watch it with you all. So, without further ado, let us watch.
Oh, hello, traveler. You couldn't have come at a better time.
What do you mean? Has something bad happened?
I'm afraid so. It's quite serious. We need all the help from our adventurers that we can get.
It's so interesting to see how they set up these earlier events.
Urgent commission for you, traveler.
Catherine looks so sad.
There was a meteor shower last night.
The Jade Chamber.
The strike zone was very large, covering the entire countryside of Mondstadt and Liyue.
Oh, the music never disappoints. I can imagine, with this as one of the earliest events in the game, this must have been so exciting to see. I wonder, when this was introduced, did people already have Liyue?
A strange power.
Oh.
A power that sends any who touch them into a deep sleep.
Don't touch the mysterious glowing rock.
To be highly dangerous.
This is Fantasy World Survival 101.
That does sound pretty serious.
Oh, I'm happy that whoever was playing this had the female traveler.
Anything like this before. The Adventurers Guild is currently stretched beyond capacity. We are relying. One moment. Safety must come
They
first.
skipped the dialogue.
Catherine, vassal of the Imanachaik? Do mine ears deceive me?
Oh my gosh, is this how we meet Fischl?
Cry out mine holy name in earnest supplication not one moment ago.
Oh my goodness.
You've arrived.
Wait, if this is how we were
to meet you again, Catherine.
supposed to meet Fischl in Oz,
Did that raven just speak?
that would explain why she was acting like we knew her when we were playing cards.
Nice to meet you too, my friend. Though I'm sure you must have seen phenomena far stranger than myself before.
He's calling her out for being just as strange as he.
I see your faces are
In a polite
filled with
way, though.
fear and trepidation at the vile and villainous evils that once again seek, albeit in vain, to disturb the peace and tranquility of our beloved Mondstadt.
Traveler, allow me to introduce Miss Fischl, a senior member of the Adventurers Guild.
That's so cool, she's another
Fischl,
adventurer.
Oz? This is the traveler of whom I have spoken to you previously.
Oh, it's really fun to meet other adventurers, actually.
Oh, you are the traveler? One finds the look in your eyes to be most agreeable.
She sounds judgmental,
Honorary
but she's
Knight of
actually
the Knights of
welcoming.
Favonius and travel companion Paimon. We are honored to meet you both.
I
We
appreciate
have
that.
heard much about you.
Hopefully good things.
Traveler, do you also mean to confront these cryptic crystals of darkness and doom?
I assume so, if Catherine asks of us.
Crystic crystals of doomness and... What?
Catherine,
I
is that the same
believe
thing
that
you were
Mein
talking
Fräulein
about?
does indeed refer to the meteorite strike.
The
She looks so
Adventurers
disappointed
Guild
that we
has
didn't
so
pick it up
far been
immediately.
unable to ascertain the
Sorry,
cause
official.
of the meteor shower, or the precise side effects of the meteorites. Hence, we recommend that adventurers travel in pairs for safety.
Oz looks so
Traveler,
cool in the light.
Official, please look out for one another on your journey, and exercise extreme caution at all times.
He's also very big.
Very well then. You have always been a pious vassal, Catherine, and thus I shall acquiesce to your heartfelt plea for mine assistance.
Okay.
Rejoice, for to join the Prinzessin de
A long way of
Vertalan
saying
on her
yes,
majestic
essentially.
mission for but a fleeting moment is surely cause for an eternity of elation.
I am so
This
eternally
young lady
elated.
is my master, Princess Fischl. She hails from a world beyond known as Ima Nachtreich. I am Main Fräulein's humble familiar, Oz the Raven.
I wish I knew how to translate these words.
That all sounds very impressive.
The traveler's polite look of doubt.
And she's a traveler.
That's the player's name!
In time, you will understand. The more time you
I
spend with
shouldn't
Miss
laugh.
Fischl,
Thanks for recording and
clearer
posting the
everything will
event.
become.
I would truly be lost without you, your waifu forever.
Realm of everlasting night. Though one can hardly expect more from a lowly traveler.
Excuse me?
Hence, it is not blasphemy but ignorance that be the cause of this transgression. One will therefore show clemency.
I appreciate it, but I'm not sure how I feel about you calling her a lowly
Main
traveler.
Fräulein means to say hello.
Oz really being the peacekeeper here.
Double act Paimon's ever seen. The girl sounds strange enough as it is, but every time her pet bird talks, it gets even weirder.
Do you
I am
detect any
sure that
irony,
you must
Pirate?
have many questions.
Paimon.
Perhaps we can walk, or indeed fly, and talk.
Oh, and that's another thing. What's all this about traveling in pairs? This is clearly a party of 4.
Paimon always working to make sure everyone's included. Good work, Paimon.
We're in Springvale now.
Oh, Fischl just teleported
Catherine
in.
said that this is the closest impact site to the city.
Her outfit is very cool, isn't it?
The
I like her hair pieces.
situation looks even worse than we imagined.
How many people have fainted?
Ring the bells! Sound the trumpets! For the day of judgment is upon us. Rejoice, all ye who cry out for salvation! For the Prinzessin de Vertalan has come!
You've gotta admire her confidence.
This princess lady seems really enthusiastic.
She's her own hype team, one-woman
Dear
hype team.
mortals, in this dark hour, your Prinzessin permits you to forego the usual etiquette and simply relay your account of the matter at hand forthrightly.
Wait, is that Dragonspine back there? It looks so
excuse
different.
me. Who are you?
Was this before Dragonspine was
Come in
released?
peace, good sir.
Wow.
We were just hoping that you could reveal whatever you know about this poor victim's situation.
The graphics look so different, but I can't tell. Hey, viewpoint. I can't tell if that's because this is old or just a
Let
different
Paimon
system.
explain. We're from the Adventurers Guild. They commissioned us to come here and investigate after the meteor shower.
Fischl plus Oz plus Paimon is an
Oh,
unbeatable
I
team
see.
of communication.
Well, last night this fellow touched the meteorite, and then he fainted just moments later.
Oh no. Wake him up.
So,
Hello?
however
There
you
we go.
plan to conduct your investigation, I implore you, do not, under any circumstances, touch the meteorites with your bare hands.
Fischl can do it then, because she wears gloves.
Ridiculous
Or she has one glove at
remonstration
least.
Is this? Is one not under the divine protection of one's Edelstein der Dunkelheit, and thus impervious
What?
to the trifling threat posed by this petty piece of black crystal?
Now don't get
On the
overconfident.
contrary, Main Fräulein, wise is the princess who is receptive to the sound advice offered by her subjects.
Oz is very
Is
good
that
at responding
so?
to her.
Very well then, one shall proceed as advised.
Good job, Oz. Probably just saved her life just
That
then.
goes for you too. Wise is the adventurer who is receptive
The
to
name.
the sound advice offered by smart people.
Yes, Paimon.
Paimon never gets to talk like that. Oh, Paimon could get used to it though.
Oh no.
You dare to
They're
parrot
getting
the
to her.
parlance of the Prinzessin? What could one
They're
hope
calling
to
her out.
comprehend of the lamenting of 1,000 dying worlds with the sagacity of a mere mortal. Perhaps it is better that you remain in blissful ignorance, for the burden of fate borne by the Prinzessin de Verurtelung would surely be too much for thy shoulders.
Again, saying this to the traveler, the person most likely to have actually witnessed such things. Oh, Albedo! Ooh, this person is Jean and Chungyun. I don't even know who that is.
Look! Another victim!
Pray tell, O knight, what tragedy befell this unfortunate subject of mine?
One guesses meteorite.
He's been sleeping all day and shows no signs of waking up.
Are there any other symptoms?
Not that I've seen so
Yes.
far, although occasionally he talks in his sleep.
What does he say?
Can't go on. Need to rest.
Ooh. Are they fighting in their dreams?
What's going on?
On a long journey?
Why is he saying that?
His dark dream harbors a forbidden fruit, poised between the jaws of a ferocious beast. Woe betide the weak should they peer into
You
its
do
eyes,
have to respect
as
her ability
black
to
as a
come up with all
moonless
this at a
midnight,
moment's thought,
for they
too.
shall surely be lured into the abyss.
Oh no,
Do
not
you
the
mean
abyss!
There's something luring him in his dream?
Though we have no evidence to prove it, Main Fräulein's intuition has never failed her before.
I was just going to say, you have no evidence of that. But if that's the case...
Let's keep investigating anyway.
Greetings. I am Sister Edna. I am here to nurse the sick.
Thank you for being here.
State your name at once.
She just did!
This heathen of nefarious nightmares.
What? Huh?
My apologies. Main Fräulein was not addressing you.
Okay.
This man lying on the ground, has he spoken at all?
You know Oz is
I
a
believe
powerful
he said
bird because he
something
can
about
hover in
having to get
place.
back to work.
Only hummingbirds can do that in real life.
The wine.
Oh no, not
He
the wine.
seems to be sleeping deeply indeed.
I don't recognize any of these
This
NPCs
is
so
no
far.
ordinary dream.
At least none of
This
the
man-
passed out ones.
He has been cursed.
You don't say!
Wake him up?
I've tried.
They've probably
He
tried
woke
that,
once
yeah.
for a brief moment, but quickly lapsed back into sleep.
So something has hold on them, but it's not the most powerful
Did he
thing in the
tell
world.
you anything while he was awake?
Good question.
He said he dreamed he was on top of a mountain, and it was very cold there.
Ooh, did this quest introduce Dragonspine? Are we going to Dragonspine?
Mountain, cold.
Please go to Dragonspine.
This has the trappings of a cruel, cold curse by a mountain-dwelling demon. Alas, one fears these demons have descended from their icy peaks and now covet the domain of the Spring Fairy.
Oh, that's another event, right? The Spring Fairy thing?
This is a most
That's another
grave
one that's on my
state of
list
affairs.
to look at.
But fear not, for damnation is mine to dispense.
Oh, she's
sorry
raring
to
to go.
interrupt
She's
you
ready to
folks.
go.
Do you have a moment to
Giraffe.
spare?
There we go. Someone I recognize.
Oh, hey, Giraffe. What's the matter?
It's... I can hardly get the words out.
Somebody pass out?
One of the meteorites struck the hill behind our village. Alan told everyone he was going to go see it for himself. And then, sure enough, he just ran off.
Uh-oh.
You've seen how dangerous these confounded meteorites are. I'm afraid something may have happened to him. Could you come with me to find him and bring him back?
Ooh, very
wait,
smart move, asking for help before you
Big
go.
blazing rocks fall out of the sky, and all Alan's worried about is missing out on the action?
Not a wise move there, Alan.
Exactly. Once we get that rascal back safely, he's due for the scolding of a lifetime, if you ask me.
Paimon could not agree more. Let's go find that rascal and drag him back by the ears.
She sounds so eager. Let's go get him. Hey, Beto. What was that? Ooh, way over there. A little infographic about Dvalin. Just waiting for it to load, I guess. This is a very surreal feeling. Get the calla lilies. No! Ooh, challenge you can do.
Him!
Alan!
Oh
What
good,
the
he's not
devil
asleep
are
yet.
you doing?
These slimes are so vicious! Do you think it has to do with the meteorite?
Ooh, I'm gonna learn how to use Beto to fight.
Judgment has come. But the rest
Ooh,
of the
icy
fate
boy.
lies in my hands.
Jean! I just... Oh. I was worried. I wanted to see if that person was going to get blown up by the slime, but it cut away.
I thought I was going to die here.
Oh, that's cool. Barbara's skill came with us into the cutscene.
Fool. What were you thinking? Gallivanting off on your own at a time like this?
Yeah, call him out.
I'm sorry. I'll never do it again.
You'd better not.
I sincerely apologize for the trouble Alan has caused for you all.
Look at how we're
I
like
will make
glowing,
absolutely
and
sure
Fischl's
that
not.
he learns his lesson.
Fischl, you're missing out on this lighting.
Next time you think about doing something stupid, think again.
Come over here more, and you'll glow with
Paimon's
us.
gonna go take a closer look. Huh? Princess, your vision is flashing.
Aw, Paimon is so respectful.
Could it be, perchance, that mine Edelstein der Dunkelheit portends the certain demise of this unholy hex of cold?
Maybe?
What?
What kind of things does your vision react
She seems to be saying it's predicting the end of the curse.
profoundest of enigmas.
But
The whispered secrets of the stars. Unholy hexes of demon bones and...
is that a tattoo on her back?
What? Why do you have to talk so funny all the time? Paimon doesn't understand.
It seems to react
Our
to
apologies.
certain
Main
things.
Fräulein is not well versed in the parlance of the common folk.
Okay.
Oh, so that's what you're for. To translate?
I mean, I'm sure he's,
I
a being
fear you
himself.
misunderstand. I am no
He's
translator,
not just here to translate.
but a humble conveyor of Main Fräulein's royal will. I would venture that what her vision is reacting to in this vicinity is, quite simply, elemental energy.
That explains the connection between all those things she was listing off.
Thank you, Oz. Those
at least she's
whose
polite to
minds are
Oz.
muddled by the mundane matters of this woeful world are unable to fathom my noble intent as swiftly as thou art.
So, there's elemental energy in the meteorite, and your vision flashes in response to it?
Let's see.
Paimon
Can we
thinks
track it down?
probably yes. Anyway, no harm in giving it a try. Let's look for shards of meteorite using Fischl's vision. Clearing them away will help make the area less dangerous.
Sounds like a plan. This is really cool. We're really getting to know Fischl and Oz. It's really fun to see their
I believe
dynamic.
we have found something.
Oh, that was fast. Oh, there it is. Clear it out. Oh. We just picked it up and didn't pass out? How so? Vision
That seems to be
holding,
the last
maybe?
of them. Do you think getting rid of them will help make things better for the Springvale villagers?
Well, they'll definitely be less likely to pass out. Well, let's see if the other ones wake up.
The question is, are these shards of meteorite, which are infused with elemental energy, the true source of the calamity?
I would very
or
much
not?
like to know what these elemental meteorites
Verily, I say these
about
meteorites
space
are
in this
surely
universe.
the source of the nefarious nightmares that assail my subjects. This
Look at her
I
face.
swear on my very sovereignty.
Shall we check in with the villagers then?
Do that.
Yeah, so does this mean that
Edna!
there's space
we
like
got
our
rid of the
space, except it's a
meteorite up on
magic
the hill
space?
behind the village. How are the victims doing now? Any better?
With magic meteorites?
Bless you. Thanks to your efforts, 2 of the victims have already awoken.
Oh. Do we just break the rocks and they wake up? Or do we have to take them away? You made me yawn. How did you do
So
that?
it did work.
I do hope
Good
you're
job,
able
team.
to dispose of
Woo.
the rest of the meteorites around the village.
This is wonderful news. It gladdens the heart.
That's a pretty simple answer to such a
It is most gladdening
unknown
indeed.
curse.
Yet the news that I would be attending to this matter in person was surely the only guarantee that my faithful subjects ever needed of a felicitous outcome.
Hey, you just woke up, right? And what were you dreaming about while you were asleep?
All I remember is that it was cold. I was walking along a mountain path. In the ice and snow, I think.
Dragon spine. Dragon spine.
Just hiking in the mountains? Or were you supposed to have a destination?
Probably looking for fire,
Really don't know.
if I had to guess.
In my dream, it felt like I wasn't in full control of my actions.
Then thou wert surely
Possessed,
cursed,
maybe?
I say. Oh, wretched scourge upon this land.
Maybe experiencing someone else's memories?
Whatever the case, what we do know is that getting rid of the meteorite shards is helping. So come on, guys. We need to redouble our efforts.
Maybe this meteorite didn't come from space, but rather from an explosion on top of Dragon Spine. Probably not, but I can dream.
Now?
How is everyone? Well, this lighting is
it's
really
you
nice.
again. A little better, thanks. Oh, and we owe it all to you.
Just doing our job.
That's great. Seems like getting rid of the meteorites is doing the
Hey,
trick.
Asili!
Traveler, your arrival is most fortuitous. Clearly, my noble ambition to protect the souls of this wretched world compelled you to seek me once more. Now, prepare to depart, for we are soon to meet with an envoy of mine further afield.
She's like
Envoy?
this,
You mean a diplomat or something?
but she really seems to like having companionship.
Yes, let me fill you in here. Someone brought a message from the Dawn Winery saying that a lady there by the name of Adeline invites you to meet with her
Adeline.
as honored guests of the winery.
Oh, is this supposed to be our first time meeting
We
Adeline?
know Adeline.
Okay, no.
She's the
Great.
head housemaid there, right?
Ah, it seems that you and Adeline are already acquainted then.
The traveler looks so happy in all the shots we see of
Then
her.
it is my great honor to join you.
That's really nice.
Hey, so can you really understand that princess when she's talking? Because Paimon can't seem to understand a single word.
I mean, she's understandable. You just have to think about it a little bit.
All right.
We'll translate for you, Paimon,
My
don't
dear
worry.
friends, it is time to move out.
She doesn't seem to
Paimon
mind
hopes
being
Adeline
translated.
has made some tasty snacks to welcome her honored guests with.
She's a professional. She definitely has. Hi, Adeline.
Welcome to the Dawn Winery, dear adventurers. I'm Adeline, the head housemaid, and it is I who invited you all here.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for the invite.
You are Adeline? Splendid. I am delighted to grant you the honor of joining me for afternoon tea.
You have to admire her
Dearest
dedication
Adeline, on behalf of Her Majesty
in all
Miss
aspects of
Fischl,
life.
the Prinzessin der Verurteilung, and I, mein Fräulein's humble servant, thank you for inviting us.
Would you cut to the chase already? Your titles are so wordy it takes way too long to introduce yourselves.
That's just how it is with royalty.
Goodness, an
You just have to
adventurer
wait
of such
sometimes.
distinguished status.
My pale-faced proselyte. How dare you interrupt a diplomat of the royal court in the middle of his speech?
Traveler's just like, well, we'll let that play
In
out.
fact, one of our employees here at the Dawn Winery, a Mr. Hartman, fell victim to the meteorite incident in Springvale.
Oh no! Oh, that
I
was
hear that
the
you were
first
the
one
ones
that we
who
saw.
disposed of the meteorites.
We saw him there.
Thanks to you, Mr. Hartman is now awake.
I
We
remember
are
seeing
in
that
your
name.
debt. It is merely common courtesy that I should invite you over for tea. This aside, there is a separate matter which I should like to enlist your help with.
Okay.
Aw, you're too kind, Adeline. We're really just doing what any other adventurers would have done.
Does it have to do with this book?
You may now kneel before your prinzessin and make effusive display of your thanks for the favor that I
Okay.
have generously shown to thee in thy
That's
winery
pushing it a little
ken.
far, I feel like.
Take heart, my dear servants, for the glory of my majesty will flash eternal in the Vale of Springdom.
Isn't that a bit of an oxymoron?
Guys, hold off on the translation. Paimon wants to have a try this time. So what she's trying to say is, you're welcome?
I applaud your powers of comprehension, my dear Paimon. You decipher
And now
mine
Oz is trying
Fräulein's
to
royal
say,
utterances
yes.
with remarkable ease.
What is it you need our help with?
The business of the winery reaches not only to all of Mondstadt, but to all the corners of Lua, too. Some of our workers do regular deliveries back and forth between the two regions, a single round trip taking several days in total. 2 of our delivery staff were due back yesterday, but as of this moment, I still have no contact from them at all. I worry that they became trapped somewhere when the meteorite struck.
This is actually a really neat
The winery
event.
is short-staffed at present, and I cannot afford to look for them myself. As audacious as it may be, all I can do is ask you for assistance.
There's a lot of plot here, and a lot of characters
Don't
involved
you worry,
with that plot.
Adeline. We're expert people finders.
Oh, we wish we were. Then we would have accomplished our goal already.
I suggest you begin by asking around at Stonegate. All delivery staff pass through there on their return from
Yeah,
leave.
I love how much this event looks like it
There were 2 carts in
interacts
total,
with the
and the
locations you have
workers'
access
names are
to.
Fritz and Ben.
Don't you worry, we will find them. Yeah, because it's sending us to Springvale. Oh, and now we're in Stonegate.
Looking for 2 Mondstadt carts, both loaded up
guessing.
with wine. Have you seen them?
Sorry, I don't think so.
Okay then. Yikes!
Oh,
There are
we can get
so
a chest
many
over
of
there.
them.
Ooh, I wonder what sword that is. Or claymore, I suppose.
Phew. Scared me half to death. Thanks
Man
so
dressed as a
much.
worker.
If you hadn't happened to be passing through this way, I would have been a goner for sure.
Wonder if this is one of our guys.
So, which one are you? Ben or Fritz?
Or secret third option.
I'm Ben.
Ah, Ben.
How did you know my name?
We are your official search party.
Yeah,
Oh.
we're your official search party.
Per Adeline's wishes, we came here specifically to find you and ensure your well-being.
Adeline is a great employer.
I suppose she must have started worrying because of the long delay. I'm afraid that Fritz's cart is stranded out on the main road between Dihua Marsh and Stone Gate. It got hit by a meteorite, so... Anyway, we agreed that I'd finish the delivery and then bring someone back to fetch him. I just hadn't factored in the part about getting ambushed by monsters along the way.
Don't worry about it, just
I
think
really
about the
hope Fritz is
hazard pay.
okay. With me getting delayed here, the poor guy's been out there a long time. Now, I keep worrying that the same thing will have happened to him. Can you guys go bring him to safety?
Between Stonegate and Dihua Marsh, right? Leave it.
Yeah, look at that. It's another location. What? Wait,
Is the guy on the floor
there's a guy?
sleeping?
I believe so. I've tried everything, but he won't wake up.
This guy looks like the guy
Looks
that's
like
on the
he touched
banner right
the
now.
meteorite, just like the others.
But
If by meteorite you mean
He's
the
a
rock that
different
struck
guy.
the cart, worry not. I have dealt with that already using my magic. But by others, do you mean to say there are others who have
is
fallen
this how we're
into a
supposed to
similar
meet him?
slumber?
One has witnessed with one's own Ogda Verurtelung the nightmarish slumber that proceeds forth from the Valley of Demon Bone. It has caused
Valley of
great
Demon Bone?
suffering for the humble peasants in the Vale of Springdom, many of whom still battle this wretched affliction even as we speak.
As Main Fräulein most eloquently describes, we have just come from Mondstadt, where many people have also fallen into an
I want to
unwaking
know who this
sleep.
guy is.
Their symptoms are identical to those of this poor gentleman here.
Is that so? It appears these meteorites really made quite an impact.
No pun intended.
Seems this guy is dressed like a winery worker.
Look at him, he looks so cool.
We've already met Ben, so this one must be Fritz.
Your logic
Given
is
that
sound.
worker's attire has precious few distinguishing features, I must conclude that Paimon is blessed with exceptionally acute eyesight.
Oh, so
Actually,
praiseful.
Paimon's eyesight is normal. Paimon just has
So
a really
humble.
great memory. You're
These
right,
guys have
though.
a great
His clothes don't really stand out that
balance.
much.
They work together really well.
Especially not compared to this guy over here.
Paimon's calling him out for being a playable character. Look at
And
him.
by this guy over here, you mean me.
We sure do.
Paimon's never seen anyone dressed quite like you before.
That huge hat is quite unique.
I am a vagrant from Inazuma.
Oh.
I just stopped to assist this poor gentleman when you turned up. Are you investigating the aftermath of the meteorite strike?
You sure are.
We were sent to help out.
I am Fischl, Prinzessin der Verurteilung, responding to the cry of my people in their hour of need.
This guy is going to be like, wow, you're a
I am
princess.
Main Fräulein's
There's
humble
no
familiar,
monarchy in
Oz,
in
the
Mondstadt.
And
Fischl, you're going to
Paimon
confuse
is an
people.
honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius' best friend.
Oh, that's really sweet.
Oh? Then you must be said honorary knight of said Knights of Favonius.
Yes, I'm the honorary
my
knight.
people, your beloved sovereign in the flesh. Do not despair, for judgment by thundering retribution is nigh, and it shall surely purge the seeds of nefarious nightmares that now sow chaos across the land.
Okay, Fischl.
Excuse me?
Don't mind her, just, let her do her thing.
She's a good egg, really.
Excuse me, what's going on here?
We found a guy. Don't worry, we'll take care of him.
Oh, great! Good thing you're here, Mr. Millilith. This guy's fast asleep, and he won't wake up.
Ah, it
Well-
appears this is now in the hands of the Millilith.
I was just about to say,
In
what
which
do you
case,
expect the
I
Millilith
am
to
no
do about
longer
it?
needed. It
Aw,
was truly a pleasure to meet you all.
really? That's
I
all
have
we
other
get of him?
matters to attend to now, so I shall take my leave. Adventurers, I
Okay.
wish you every success in your endeavors.
Thank you, you two.
Bye-bye.
Can't wait to meet you again.
So, what happened
They really
was
just tease you with that
we
character
came
right there,
here
don't they?
looking for someone and found them.
Wow.
Thank you all for your cooperation. This victim is now in the care of the Millilith, and we will escort him safely to the disaster relief station.
Disaster relief station? You mean like a big tent with guards outside?
Correct. We have established a disaster relief station at Wangshu Inn, where the unconscious victims of the meteorite strike can receive due medical attention.
This is so cool.
A
We get to see the
wise
Millilith in
decision
action.
by the Millilith.
Good job, Millilith. I wonder if this is supposed to take place after or before
can't stop
the Lua
worrying
Arc
about
Conquest.
poor
Probably
Fritz.
before, it seems like.
We should really go check up on him.
I suppose I shall deign to join you for one further excursion.
Yep. Same situation
She
as
says,
in
I
Springvale.
suppose. She says, I'll
This
deign.
cruel
But she's
curse
really
of
right or
cold
die, isn't she?
spreads
Hey,
without
Another
mercy.
Sealy!
Oh, heaven on high, tell us how we have angered you so.
Hey,
To translate,
keep your voice
why
down.
is this
There
happening?
are a lot of people here.
Might I suggest we make some inquiries and see where it takes us?
What are you worried about, Paimon, if she speaks too loudly? That she'll wake someone else? Oh my goodness. You hitting us with lightning, Fischl?
Halt! Who are you?
Adventurers from Mondstadt.
We've been commissioned by the Adventurers Guild to investigate the meteorite strike. Do you mind if we take a quick look at this victim?
Very diplomatic,
see.
Paimon.
Very well, adventurers. You may take a look.
Thank you. He shows no signs of waking.
Paimon wonders what he's dreaming about. Probably that one about the mountain and the ice and snow.
It's totally Dragon Spine. This is how they introduced Dragon Spine,
does
isn't
not
it?
appear to be here.
Isn't it?
Let us keep looking.
I hope it is. If you don't know, I love Dragon Spine with all my heart and soul. I think every region should be Dragon Spine. Get flowers. Okay, you got one.
It's another sleeping victim.
That's actually two sleeping victims if you look closely.
His soul is in anguish, ensnared by 1,000 thorns.
Hey, Celestia!
His suffering is pitiable. May he soon
It's so
know
tilted.
peace at
Is it
last.
always like that?
Peace at last? Surely you don't mean...
I think she just means a dreamless
Fräulein
sleep.
simply wishes him a speedy
Yes.
recovery. Beyond this, there is no hidden meaning to her words.
Come on, Fritz. Where are you?
Oh no! We've lost our guy. Oh, there he is.
Another sleeper.
Nope, that's not him.
Most unfortunate. Crucified to a cruel cross of calamity by barbaric blades born of some baleful blasphemy.
She sounds like
There
she's
is
having
but
fun.
one means of awakening those who slumber, and that is to rain down thundering retribution.
On the rocks?
Precisely,
You
main
mean on the
Fräulein.
meteorites, right? Yes, great.
If we dispose of the meteorites, the sleepers will be sure to wake.
Fantastic.
This is so weird. That Millilith guy promised he was gonna bring Fritz here, didn't he? So why can't we find him anywhere?
Ooh.
Let's go see what the innkeeper has to say.
Oh, did they get waylaid? Did the other guy fall asleep too?
Have you seen anyone come in that looks like an ordinary worker from Mondstadt?
Yeah, the Millilith arrived with several new victims not long ago.
Okay, so there's a
Due to
chance.
the limited capacity in the tent, I had to place the new arrivals in the upstairs guest rooms.
Oh, okay.
Well, could you give him a message when he wakes up?
I still feel like we should lay eyes on him and make sure he's
Dawn
up there.
Winery as soon as possible, and let Adeline know that he's safe and sound.
I will be more than happy to.
Thank you.
And if I may be so bold, adventurers, I too have a request for you.
Please tell us, what is troubling you?
Get rid of the
Pray
meteorites?
tell of thy troubles, that one might better understand them.
I understand from the Millilith soldiers that you were investigating the meteorite strike.
This is
This
correct.
made me wonder, perhaps my friends from Mondstadt have already found a means of curing the victims.
Yeah, you just gotta break some
What
rocks.
we've seen so far, all you need to do is get rid of the meteorites and the sleepers wake back up again.
Is that so? Then, if I understand you correctly, the meteorites are the cause of the victim's unconsciousness?
Correct.
Yep.
In that case, I would like to enlist your services in that regard. Do you think you can dispose of the meteorites in the vicinity of the inn? Oh, wonderful.
This is how it always goes, isn't it? Wow. Quite the jump there.
This is it.
Someone asks you to do something, someone else asks you to do something, and then you run into the Fatui. Woo!
Coming to you soon enough.
Oh, wow.
So the Fatui are investigating the meteorites as well?
Oh,
Even
what a
the
team up right
Harbingers?
there.
This is too strange.
Wow, early events
We need to
were
be extra
intense,
cautious.
hardcore. You have harbingers in your events? My goodness.
Seeds of nefarious nightmares appear to have taken firm root. Though my magic arrow of midnight purges them in an instant, they return with a vengeance. It would make a mockery of the majesty of the Prinzessin de Verurtelung.
They were not kidding about these events having plot in them, were they?
Indeed, main Fräulein.
We could learn more about the Fatui's
Despite our
goals
best
through
efforts
this.
to dispose of the meteorites, they continue to fall relentlessly in each corner of your vast domain.
Oh, are they still falling?
In which case, I fear...
The strikes are happening faster than we can get rid of them.
We need to find another solution.
Fischl von Luftschloss Nofadort have traversed 1,000 worlds, and yet never before have I
We just need
faced
more hands on
such a
deck, don't we?
formidable foe. This menace is neither monster nor magic. It is a curse, I say. A curse has been placed upon the mortal realm.
It's something's wrong on Dragonspine. Just go up the mountain.
Foul
See what's
curse
happening.
Could only arise as a consequence of the continuous cries of unanswered longing, lost amidst the unpredictability and impermanence of fate.
How very tragic. Is this the inevitable fate of mankind? It grieves me greatly, no matter how many times I hear of it.
I would prefer we just go investigate rather than theorize.
Didn't quite get the part about the thing being lost inside the other thing, but basically, these meteorites are a curse?
Were they not a curse upon humanity, why then should they send humans into slumber? To be lost twixt life and death in an unending dream. 'Tis the most dreadful fate imaginable for any living being.
I am guessing that
We
the
must
people are probably being
underestimate the
cursed.
magnitude of this matter no more.
Cursed rocks.
I fear this sinister force can withstand even the sum of all of our powers combined.
Definitely
Traveler,
dragon's fine.
Fetch me the one fated
Oh?
to face this fearsome foe.
Oh, who's this?
Who might that be?
Main Fräulein is of the opinion that one with the requisite expertise
Cursebreaker.
should be
Who
summoned
do we know
to
that
deal
breaks
with this matter.
curses?
She wonders if you know of any person skilled in the undoing
Lisa?
of curses.
She could research it. I don't think Amber. I don't think Jean.
Paimon can't think of anybody either.
I don't think Kaya.
Maybe we should just go ask Catherine.
Trying to think of all my Mondstadt people, but
Catherine,
I'm kind of running out of
the
names.
hour of destiny is upon you. I have invoked the sacred covenant between us, and now you must respond to the call.
Let me see.
Catherine has her
Are you
own
saying
built-in
you require
translation
an assistant?
software.
Whoa! She got it in one! Catherine must be super smart!
Official looks pleased.
Unfortunately not. Though I do know of an astrologist. As
An
it
astrologist?
happens, the traveling astrologist Mona is currently in Mondstadt.
Where have I
Do
seen
you
that
know
name
her?
before? I've seen that name before somewhere.
Never mind. Please wait here a moment. I will see if she is available.
No,
We
you're just
get
gonna
to meet a real-life
call her on her phone?
Paimon's so excited!
Catherine just climbs up to the top of the nearest tall building and shouts, Mona!
Catherine, you seem frantic. What's the matter?
Mona,
oh, I have
I'd
seen
like
you
to
before.
introduce
Where
you to
was
some
that?
adventurers from the guild. They've run into some problems, and we're hoping
the-
that you, with
the
your
story
astrological
quests.
abilities, may be able to resolve them.
You're the one that's after Venti.
Were they now?
Wow.
Good call. I'm pleasantly surprised that they've heard of the astrologist of the century.
Oh, I'm glad I did this
So,
now.
You must be the one who needed my help.
I'll know who she is if I do her
Come on,
story
then.
quest.
Give me the lowdown. I may be willing to offer my skills. It all depends on the situation.
I like her voice a lot.
Astrology is an ancient and mysterious art. If your problem is a banal one, you can count me out, as I have better things to do.
Oh, she has high standards for her work.
Here's what's happened.
That's a Hydro vision, right? No, I haven't met a lot of Hydro characters, actually, thinking
And
about
all
it
of
now.
this was caused by the meteor shower. This I was not expecting. The darkness consumes every corner of the land. And in the fading twilight, only the Prinzessin and her retinue still stand.
Ms. Mona, your means are most crucial to our ends.
This feels like a fun team-up, actually.
Are you all together, then?
Currently,
I am
join us!
Fischl von Luftschloss Nofedot, Prinzessin Dörfer Ertelang.
How
and
does
I
she remember all
hereby
that?
extend to you the great honor of joining my retinue.
You can say please, you know.
Prinzessin Dörfer Ertelang. I'm sorry, which nation are you a princess of?
Mona's not playing
I
along.
hail from a distant and long-lost land known as the Imanachai.
Fischl's doubling down.
The in my what, Reich?
Mona's still not picking it up.
Alas, precious few mere mortals.
Fischl knows
know
how
of
to
the
counter this.
Imanachai. Mere mortal?
Oh,
Do you have any
Mona
idea who you're
uses
talking to?
got offended.
I'm a highly accomplished astrologist, thank you very much. Just give me 1 second with my scry glass. Then we'll see where exactly this homeland of yours features in your personal history.
Oh, Mona
Ms.
plays a trap
Mona.
card.
I humbly beseech you to refrain from probing the question of Main Fräulein's homeland.
Oz rises to the defense.
Revisiting the tragic tale of that world's demise always causes her much anguish.
Fischl's keeping it cool.
Surely a wise mage such as yourself can sympathize with a princess's grief for her lost kingdom.
No,
I'm sure.
but
Sorry to interrupt, but work is our priority now.
yes, you're quite right. So,
Mona's like, I don't know
goal
what to do
here
about
is to
this.
get all the sleepers to wake up.
Changing
Am I
plans.
right? Understood. All right then, don't you worry. I will lend you a hand.
She's
First things first,
a
though.
traveling
We need to get out of
astrologist.
the city. There's too much magical disturbance here. Let's head somewhere where the ley line flows a little
Ooh, ley
smoother.
lines. Do we get to learn about how the ley lines work?
Wide open space, clear sky.
Is this a good place to work?
This will do nicely. I will now begin the process of hydromancy. Stay back.
Where's this? Near
and
the
do
Thousand
not
Winds
impede
Temple?
my vision.
Ooh. Hydromancy, did she say? So does she travel around reading people's fortunes and such? And that's a hydro power. Interesting.
Whatever it was you just did, it looked awesome.
Oh,
did.
astral emissary. Have thine eyes now discerned the secrets of the stars?
At least Mona's aesthetic really matches Fischl's.
Strange.
So she's quite happy to
I've never seen this before.
give her the same special treatment.
Divination shows that these meteorites came from someone's constellation.
Ooh, what?
Constellation? But they don't have anything to do with real astrology.
Yeah, what do the people of this
do they?
world think about their own
That's
constellations?
what most people tend to think, but I've studied astrology for a very long time, and I know a few things about them that you might not.
Yeah, what is a constellation
The
to you?
stars that make up a constellation, the Stella Fortuna, are genuine
Ooh.
celestial bodies in the depths of space.
They all really
They are not
exist.
simply notional.
You can find them in the
strange
sky.
thing is that they turned to meteors all of a sudden and fell from the sky. Why this happened, I am not yet sure.
Somebody got
I
cursed.
need some time.
Somebody's
A curse!
fortune
wretched
or
curse,
future
I say.
got
A
cursed.
curse? I too have journeyed to the stars, gazed beyond the veil of darkness, and glimpsed a shred of the truth.
Paimon's face.
I saw a world cursed by human malice. Only one who died the most agonizing of deaths could leave behind such a vengeful spirit.
Official,
We must
I
interrogate
adore you.
the population.
But I'm
Find the
concerned you might be
doer of
throwing
this
off our research at
diabolical
this
deed.
point.
The one who created this sinister specter is the true killer. Sorry, I'm not quite following you. What curse and what killer?
Don't take
It's just,
every
it feels
word
like
she
such a
says
wild guess.
too literally.
If what Oz says is correct and her
What's
intuition's
going
really
on
good,
Why are the
then maybe
Traveler
it's
and
true,
Paimon
but
frantically winking at
yeah,
me?
Official is full of mysteries.
Oh, I understand. Thou dost? Marvelous!
Oh,
The
she's finally
astral
on board.
emissary understands at last.
Mutual understanding is the crucial first step towards effective teamwork. Welcome to the team.
Mona's like,
Mona.
what did I just sign
You
up for?
are hereby appointed as an honored servant of the Prinzessin. Unleash thy power in service of our solemn duty to dispel this darkness once and for
I
all.
don't know if she'll appreciate
Honor.
being called a servant.
You should feel honored to have found me. Without me, you'd be doing 10 times the
Oh, but
work
she rolls
for
with the
half
punches. Good job,
results.
Mona. Truly a professional.
Paimon likes you, Mona. You seem like the real deal.
She does.
Well,
I like her
I'm
design a
glad
lot
you
too.
agree.
The colors are really nice.
Feel free to keep the compliments coming. With my astrolabe, I have ascertained the trajectory of fate. Next, I'll calculate the locations of the fallen meteorites for you.
Ooh, thank
I
you.
need to look into the
helpful.
constellation issue in more detail. In the meantime, let me know ASAP if you find anything else out.
You're a star, Mona. Thanks so
Don't worry
much.
about it. As far as the astrological aspect goes, this will be a piece of cake.
Perfect. At least it seems we've piqued her curiosity, so she'll help us out. Ooh, that's a cool symbol.
Hi, Mona. Thanks to you, we've managed to get rid of loads and loads of meteorites.
Oh, that was probably the
Good timing! There's something I
play
need you
style
to
of it.
do.
Or I'm not sure what the word is.
Remember how I was saying that the meteorites belong to
playing part.
someone's constellation?
Yeah, who?
Theoretically, it's not possible for stars that are goodness knows how many light years away
So
to
you guys do
suddenly
have
turn
light
into
years.
meteors and fall out of the sky. But
Exactly
however
how advanced is your
paradoxical it may
science?
be, this is the reality.
It's
If
magic.
we want to get to the bottom of this, the best way is to find out whose constellation it was.
Maybe it was
Based
that
on what you've told
winery
me, it seems
workers.
that all victims of the meteorites fell into a deep sleep, and all of them dreamed of a snowy mountain.
It's someone on the mountain. It's someone on Dragon's
Now,
Spine.
we may not know which mountain this was,
Oh.
but we can safely assume that it's not Dragonspine.
Otherwise, someone would have recognized it, right?
Really?
Did everyone definitely have the same dream?
That's so sad.
And where exactly were they in the dream? These are the questions that we need answers to.
But you bring up an excellent
to
point,
find out
Mona.
more details about the sleeper's dreams. The more information we have, the closer we can get to the truth.
Seems we should head somewhere with lots of people around.
Back to square zero.
That way, we should be able to find more victims to question.
But if it's not Dragonspine, then what mountain could it be?
Undisturbed environment. So I will leave the investigating to you.
Is there anywhere that we haven't been
You know, when
to
she
yet?
says that, I
There
actually
is
believe
Jinxa
her.
Village in Leonard. Although it does not usually match your suggestion of somewhere with lots of people around. That said, I suspect that the Millilith will have turned that area into a site where victims can receive medical attention, much as they did at Wangshu Inn.
Yeah, Mona, it doesn't seem like she's trying to push off the work. It really seems like she does need to focus.
Tell us if Jinxa
I like her.
Village has been affected by the meteorite strike?
Adventurers! Perfect. I was beginning to despair at the lack of helpers.
Seems we've arrived at a good
Meteorite
time.
strikes have been going on for days now. Don't even get me started on how much trouble it's caused. If one lands in a field, no one dares to go and harvest the crops. And if one lands at the entrance, access is a complete nightmare.
The entrance?
Do you have any
Entrance
ideas
to
on
what?
how
The
safe to
city?
dispose of them? They're just making everything impossible.
I take it the village has been affected
We better
then.
help this guy out.
We'll do our best. Let's break some rocks.
Done and dusted.
Oh, hey, Fischl.
Wonderful. Oh, what a huge help.
You're welcome.
Have any of the victims woken since the start of the incident?
Oh, I wouldn't know. You're better off just taking a look for yourself.
I guess he's been standing guard. He wouldn't know.
Mortal, art thou also descended into the realm of suffering?
Same
She's
situation
asking that person
we've
who
seen
is
in
dead
other
asleep.
places, too. Hey there, has this guy woken up at any point?
No, he has said a few things in his sleep, though.
What did you say?
So cold, can't go on, things like that.
The previous victims have said that they were cold
Somewhere
too.
cold, up in the mountains.
I wonder if it's a location that you can't access now.
Has this guy woken up
Way you in
at any
carbs?
point?
It's up
Not
in
so
mountains.
far.
It's not snowy, but it would be cold just due to the thinner air.
Has he said anything in his sleep?
Well, kind of
Now
cold.
that you mention it, yesterday he suddenly cried out, so high. Who knows what he was dreaming about.
Hey, is that a white tassel
How
spear?
High as a
Ooh.
snowy mountain peak, maybe?
A wicked mountain, its frozen peak looming high, home to a malevolent power.
Let's talk to that guy over there next.
Who could it be? Or what? Where could it be? If it's not
Hello?
Dragonspine.
Have any of the victims woken up?
Funny you should ask. Gal the Six literally just woke up.
Oh, good morning.
All right, we're gonna go talk to him.
I was gonna say hope you slept well, but
That's
that might
fine.
be a little
But
on
he's
the
only
nose.
just awoken and is still very weak. If you must...
If you must question him, please be gentle, he
Greetings,
says.
you who have suffered and lived to tell the tale. Your
Strong start by Fischl.
Need food.
Oh, let's give him some
Are
food.
you okay? Sounds like you're starving.
I need home cooking.
His requests get more and more
Cooking from
specific.
Jinxa Village? Well, that can only mean one thing. Farmer food.
That's brought me back from the brink, that has.
Did you have a dream while you were sleeping?
Only the most exhausting dream of my whole life.
And where were you? Were you on a mountain?
Well, sort of. Up a snowy mountain, to be precise.
Yes,
It
yes.
was huge, and it was freezing cold. The moment I fell asleep, I was standing at the foot of the mountain.
Was it
What were you
Dragonspine?
doing there?
Tell me it was Dragonspine.
I'm not sure. It's like I was possessed. I was consumed by the idea of climbing
Oh,
up the
where are
mountain
you looking?
and trying to reach the summit.
Where's he looking?
Was
Follow
there
his eye line.
something special at the summit? Or...
Who knows? Honestly, it's like I became a completely different person in my dream. Don't ask me why. I have no idea.
So it wasn't you who wanted to climb the mountain.
Hard to describe.
It's
like
somebody
I was
else's
being
memory that he's
controlled, as if
remembering.
Somebody else put the idea of climbing the mountain into my head.
It's whoever
I know
has the
how crazy
constellation.
that sounds,
Or had
but
it.
An intruder trespassed in the dark recesses of your soul?
An idea not autonomously generated by the individual, but that appeared within the subconscious. Yet,
all the other victims we've met have talked about being cold and needing to rest.
They're all having the same dream because it's they're all afflicted by the same thing.
Paimon doesn't even
It's not
wanna
so
think
surprising.
about it. We need to update Mona on all of this.
This is it's a good event. It's really absorbing me in.
Stuff out.
I really want to know what's going on with this mountain.
Looms over the world from far above the clouds. That is the place from which this burgeoning
And somehow it's not
darkness
Dragonspine.
Ice-capped mountain. Is that all?
It's the same mountain in everyone's dream.
Really, really high mountain that no one's ever seen before, and it's super cold.
Are there any constellations that are mountains?
Sleepers are forced to try and climb to the
I
summit.
feel like constellations aren't typically land masses, but there's always a first time for everything.
Climb the mountain to the summit.
Or if there's a constellation that is the climber?
What sort of person would wish to reach the summit of that
She's
mountain?
pretty eyes.
And how is their desire strong enough to exert an influence on others?
Perchance some poor soul lies there, buried in the snow, hounded to death on the mountain.
Official seems genuinely concerned about this.
or
Disturbed by the
some
idea.
intrepid explorer was exceptionally keen to conquer that particular
Where's
mountain.
that one guy who kept falling on the mountain?
I'll do another reading.
Oh, she sounds so excited. That one guy who went off to look for Joel's dad and then fell himself and then got help. That happened, right? What was his name? What you got for us, Mona? I feel the anticipation.
I see something here.
There we go.
It's a little vague, but I think I can get his name. Ah, yes. Leonard.
Wow, that was fast.
Well,
Who is
in
that
case
supposed
you'd
to be?
forgotten, I am a genius.
Good job, Mona. You get to praise yourself a little bit, because you did a good job.
Paimon's never heard that name before.
Yeah, neither have I. That does not ring a bell at all. Maybe it's a dead adventurer. That would explain why. Oh.
Hi!
It's him. Oh, it's him!
Sounds interesting. Mind if I join you?
Please do!
What ho?
I've been wondering about him. Why does his outfit change?
My retinue and I were just...
Oh. Oh. Excuse me? Oh, she
First time the Millilith were
not
present.
like him.
I had to forego the chance to strike down Mondstadt's savior. This time was a perfect moment.
What?
I was mere seconds away.
What?
But who was that maid? She could not have known who I am. Perhaps her powers revealed to her things unseen. Soldiers! Sir! Find them, and when you do...
Wait! That was...
Another one?
Oh, he knows where we're going to be. Oh my god. You're a harbinger?
This is the largest one we've seen so far.
They just keep coming. But so be it. Move out. Change of plan. Your prior objective remains in force. Continue to research the meteorites.
My lord, leave them to us. We will make short work of them.
Oh my god.
Are you deaf or just stupid? When did I give you the right to issue your own orders?
Ooh.
My apologies, my lord.
Now move out and complete your objectives as assigned.
Oh.
Any junior fortune teller could have told you
Oh
this,
my
but
goodness.
that man was a Fatui harbinger. That was too close.
Oh my
How
god.
did you manage to get caught up with a guy
He's
like
a
him?
harbinger?
A Fatui harbinger? Why, their wickedness knows no bounds.
Oh my goodness.
Whatever he was planning to do, he was heading
See,
straight
here's the
for
thing. He's on the banner right now.
He's an extremely
And
powerful
I
individual.
tried his character trial. And he's
far
really
more
fun to
powerful than you
play.
imagine. As
I
much
really like his character from what I've seen so far.
Surely his power cannot match that.
And this is really fun to see more. He's a
genius
harbinger.
of the century.
I never said that. His strength may exceed mine by a hair's breadth.
She's very proud, isn't
Astrology
she?
alone, he doesn't come close.
Well, naturally, you're the expert in astrology.
Paimon of something. We ran into some Fatui at Wangshu too.
That's true, right? That little cutscene.
What interest could the Fatui have in the meteorite?
They said a harbinger was close.
He must be plotting
It's all coming
something.
together. Oh,
Maybe. Just maybe.
I would almost say they might have caused this whole situation to begin with, but it looks like they're researching.
Fatui are the ones who caused the meteor shower.
No,
in
they're
the first
researching it
place.
too, aren't they?
Was that it?
Or maybe it's some sort of experiment that they were running.
That was my line. Get your own.
That was good delivery. Maybe they ran the experiment, weren't sure about the outcome, and now they need to
Than everyone else's.
investigate their own results.
Yeah. Where'd they get the power to pull stars out of the
If
sky?
they can intervene with someone's Stella Fortuna like that, that's a powerful move.
Osvaldo Hafnavines? What is thy
Ooh,
opinion?
he has a full name.
I think that anything is
This
possible,
is so cool.
Main Fräulein.
I'm really enjoying this, actually.
So long as they can afford to pay the price, they will never stop sowing their seeds of destruction across the land. Fatui, your sin shall not go unremembered.
This is so cool.
Also believe that miracles can happen.
Ooh, we're seeing some
Astral
depth from Oz.
You have performed admirably as a member of my retinue. I will dispatch my forces to protect you, and they will ensure that the encroaching darkness shall bring you no harm.
Oh, very kind of you.
She means me.
Oh, they're splitting up? Can you even do that?
Paimon thinks that our current lineup works just fine. No need to fix it if it ain't broke.
Paimon's like, I understand the bond between
You
a floating
underestimate me,
companion
official.
and
I'm far stronger than you seem to
their
think.
other half.
Main Fräulein trusts no one more than yourself, my lady. She is simply concerned for your well-being.
Yeah, if we leave Mona alone to
There's
do her
really
research,
no need.
she would be in
In
danger.
any case, you're in a much more perilous position than I am. If anything, you need my protection.
You're both good people.
Huh? What are you saying that for?
Aw,
For
she seems so
now, I must
flattered.
deal with the new threat. My astrolabe tells me that a new meteorite has landed, and it's the biggest one yet.
It also seems like this event has more
we made it here
personalized
before the Fatui.
dialogue. Oh wow, look
Quick,
at that meteorite.
there's no time to lose.
Depending on what dialogue options you choose.
This is the one.
I sense an
You know, the characters really
unprecedented
respond
amount
to the different
of
options.
elemental energy within.
The very heart of darkness descends upon the world.
Dun dun
What
dun.
do the Fatui want with this? Is it the elemental power?
Could
It's
be.
possible.
Could turn that into a weapon.
But if that were the case, other life forms would surely be drawn to the meteorite's energy
Or
too.
maybe they were targeting somebody. Oh, what was their name? Leonard. Ooh. Oh, okay. To align the symbols. I literally can't tell that the symbols were aligned, but okay. Cheers. Okay, so the previous video ended there. Was I super confused when I suddenly got what appeared to be an ad for Final Fantasy? Yes, I was. But here we are with part 2 of this event.
Huh? Is Fischl waiting for us?
The time has finally come. Though it brings Main
I'm hoping this
Fräulein
picks
no
up right
joy
after
to do so.
we destroy that
There is
bigger
something she must
meteorite, I
announce
guess?
to the assembled populace.
My
this?
loyal servants, one must bid you adieu till such time as I beckon you once more. Though we have faced many trials and tribulations together, you have all shown commendable courage in the course of duty. I feel a breeze now blows upon this place, and I feel that it blows in your honor.
Has the event ended?
You're just gonna bail on us?
Wait, we didn't
With
even
the
achieve our
arrival
objective.
of this giant meteorite,
Oh, okay,
many
good.
more people have succumbed to
We're in
the
the right
slumber.
place, I think.
Strong as the soldiers may be, they are struggling to cope. And there is demand for volunteers everywhere we turn. Main Fräulein and I shall tend to the victims on the soldiers' behalf. The rest of this investigation
Wow, okay,
we
wait.
place in your capable
I really have to like
hands.
Fischl now because she's
Goodbye.
stepping down.
You are a good listener.
It got me.
I enjoy chatting with you.
She's
Be
stepping
honest,
down from
most of the other
glory.
adventurers in the guild only
You know,
ever talk
the
to me when
battle
they want to hear
aspect.
Oz's reconnaissance reports.
Oh,
This little
she
journey
broke
we
her.
had, it was a great adventure. I'm just sorry that it has to end so
She broke her
abruptly.
performance.
Huh? You're talking a little weirder than you normally do.
Now this way of speech is weird. Oh, she realized.
Yikes! Whoops! What am I doing? I totally broke form.
What Main Fräulein means to
She
say
felt
is
safe with us. She trusted us.
that the mystical mysteries that vex and perplex are bound to be effortlessly extinguished by
She's
the
saying that we
advent
can
of
do it.
your
She's leaving
commendable
it in our
courage
hands.
and
We'll get all
wondrous
the
wisdom.
fame for this, and she's gonna go be boots on the ground and help people.
Is the one that sounds all
Aww,
kooky.
wait, Fischl. You're actually really nice, aren't you?
Main Fräulein simply wishes to say that she has every confidence that you will arrive at the truth.
Shout out to this
of
event for
matter.
completely turning my opinion of Fischl around.
Indeed. My dear attendants,
Aw.
I hereby charge the Ritter der Verurteilung with leading you out from the darkness, back into the realm of light.
Aw.
Who are you calling your attendant?
We
Thank you,
will
Oz,
meet
and
again.
thank you, Fischl.
Once this matter is concluded, I propose that we all get a drink together.
Sounds like a plan, Oz.
Well, now we're 2 people short.
They're still helping, just elsewhere.
But let's not get hung up about that. The good news is I found something else out. I
that,
shaved
Mona?
some dust off the meteorite and used it to do another reading. It was actually really effective.
A more dangerous
These
activity than it
rocks have been around
sounds.
for hundreds, maybe even thousands of
Oh.
years. Leonard must have lived a very long time ago.
Oh, okay.
The meteorites carry his will and can pass it on to others. In other words, centuries on from Leonard's life, and the strength of his will is not diminished one bit.
Very determined guy.
A guy from the distant past with a burning ambition to scale the highest mountain. I'd be willing to bet that he was an adventurer. Just
So when
like
someone
you.
dies, what happens to their constellation?
Adventurer? That does explain his obsession with mountain climbing.
If their
Our approach
constellation
so far
dies
has
as
been
well,
too passive, and time has been against us every step of the way. We need to change our strategy, and we need to attack this problem at its source.
Paimon agrees. From now on, we need to put Leonard at the center of everything we do.
how are we gonna do that? We don't even know
Because
the guy.
if the meteorites carry Leonard's will with them, then it's precisely as Fischl said. The rocks are, in a sense, a curse.
There's her
I'm a
intuition
little
striking true.
incredulous, but it turns out her blind guess was actually spot on. No, I'm a respectable astrologist, and I shouldn't stoop to that kind of criticism.
I really admire her
Anyway.
professionalism.
All we need to do now is remove the curse.
Alright. How do we do that?
Okie dokie. Since we've got a historical adventurer on our hands,
Oh, that's a good idea,
thinks
Paimon.
we should pay a visit to
That's
the
a really good idea,
Adventurers Guild.
actually. You would know him if they had
Our
any
records show that
What?
there have been many adventurers by that name over the
What
years.
is this?
It is
Stop
impossible
that.
to know which one you refer to.
Oh my god. That was terrifying.
However, I do recall that there is a
Oh my
book in
God.
the library authored by someone called Leonard.
Don't do that to my girl. What are you
Perhaps you should take a
doing?
look.
Why are you doing that?
Oh my god. Leonard. Where are you, Leonard?
I do not need to know what the inside of her skull looked like.
It says that Leonard's book should be in the northwest corner on the top floor of the library.
Interesting sorting system they have here.
Should be right over there.
By the Tevat travel guide and all the periodicals, it would seem. Oh. Downstairs. I thought it said top floor of the library.
Found it! Of Mountains and Seas.
Mountains,
a
you
guide
say?
for adventurers written by Leonard.
Ooh, would this be a... Oh,
the words have faded.
would this be a mountain that doesn't exist anymore?
Paimon's got no hope of reading this.
Not until climate really jumps uncarved. Food supplies.
Darn. Maybe we're just wasting our time on this one.
Oh, come on, Lisa. Where's your archival skills? Why is it so faded?
She might have a better idea.
I'll bring the book to her and she can
Look what we
use
found.
it.
Leonard wrote
Don't
a book.
bring it out in the rain. You'll break it even more.
Let me see.
Better be covering it from the rain. It's quite incoherent.
I could have predicted as much. Your average astrologist would definitely give up at this point.
But you're the best of them, aren't
I
you?
am Mona, progenitor of the future of astrology. Nothing can stand in my way.
She is very confident.
I need to deduce the missing portions with my astrolabe, write them in, and then decipher the text.
Wow, that's advanced, actually. That's a lot of words.
Finished at last.
And the whole thing has run out
Just
because
as
of the
I
rain.
thought. Leonard was an adventurer who lived 2,000 years ago.
2,000 years
His
ago?
lifelong dream was to reach the summit of a mountain called Pylos Peak.
That doesn't exist anymore, does it?
Years? So the constellation that caused the meteorites is from 2,000 years ago?
Did the constellation die when he did?
For some reason,
and take this long to get here?
This constellation was summoned down from the sky. I suspect that the Fatui have something to do with that part.
That might be what they tried to do.
Too. Whenever something shady happens, you can bet the Fatui are involved.
The meteorites harbor elemental energy, which radiates out and lulls people to sleep by some means akin to hypnosis. And if I'm guessing correctly, there should be some sort of core meteorite among the bunch, within which
That's convenient.
is a crystal that harbors Leonard's spirit.
How will we
Well,
find it?
If I were Leonard, I would want to make sure the core lands right on the snowy
that's
summit
actually
that
really
I never
sweet.
made it to while I was alive.
Sweet in a cursed way, I
Core
guess,
should
but...
be at the top of Pylos Peak? Where is that? Paimon's never heard of it before.
It's the first I'd heard of it too. So I compared the map from the book against the current topography of Mondstadt. Apparently, Pylos Peak no longer exists.
Are you trying to say that the tallest mountain Paimon's never heard of just disappeared?
Even taller than Dragon's
I once read somewhere that the Animo Archon, Barbados, once used his divine power to mobilize the winds and blow the ice and snow from the face of the earth. The whole landscape of Mondstadt was changed in the process.
Wow.
The mountains of that age were replaced by the vast stretch of ocean we see today.
Made it into an ocean?
A mountain that high, drop it into the ocean and it'll still leave a trace.
My goodness. Ancient Archons hit different, don't they?
Reaches just above the water's surface. So the place known as Pylos Peak in Leonard's day is today known...
An island?
...as Musk Reef. Oh.
I just got chills, man.
This is Pylos Peak. Not much to show for itself now, eh?
I mean, it has a portal to the abyss on it, but sure, let's ignore that part.
Looks like someone beat us here. Is this like a
it's
popular
him!
tourist spot, or...
Absolutely not. It's not Paimon. Hi.
It's you!
Scaramouche.
You
Scaramouche,
again.
Scaramouche, can you do the fandango?
Look at the state he's in. Was he in that dream just now?
Oh, did he get taken
He
out?
managed to extricate himself from the dream on his own strength? How is that
I
possible?
mean, I was assuming the only reason we didn't succumb
Just
was because of
you
our
are powerless
visions.
to do something does not mean that
But if
I
he
am.
succumbed, does he not
You're
have a
too late
vision?
anyway. I finished my research.
We knew it!
Wait, he's
This
an
was
ammo
all a
user
dirty
right now,
trick by
though.
the Fatui!
Save it! No more fun and games for me today. I'll come for you when I'm good and ready.
You entered the dream they've all been having, didn't you? How much do you know about Leonard?
Yeah, what did you learn?
Leonard? Who's Leonard? Whatever.
For some reason, this guy saying such a normal name
I've
like
discovered
Leonard is
something
really
far
funny.
more important and far more terrifying.
What's that?
What?
What is it?
The stars, the sky. It's all a gigantic hoax. A lie.
What?
The stars are a lie.
She'll take
What are you
offense to
talking
that.
about?
Is this some kind of astrological debate between you and Mona? Because if so, surely you can come up with a better argument than the stars are a
I
lie.
mean, he did just possibly pull a constellation down from the sky. He must have learned something
Head up at night and see them up there.
pretty important. What do you mean the stars are a lie?
You are so naive, it
Oh my
kills
god, I'm
me.
going to be so paranoid of the
Still,
stars now.
Can't really blame you. After all, I used to believe the same thing myself. Up
Please,
until
leaving.
A few moments
Oh, no.
ago, that is.
A few moments ago. You mean...
What? What does he mean?
Look, I really don't have the time to do this right now.
Oh, it's got the same floaty stuff as Paimon. Paimon, are you a
What was the
constellation?
Jester thinking?
The Jester?
He must have had some inkling of what we might discover on this mission.
The person who
Would it
was
really have been so
the
difficult
mastermind
to
of
give me a
this
little
plot?
forewarning? Well, maybe he just wanted to give me a fright. Time for me to go out and
Oh.
find the truth. So long, suckers.
I love this guy.
Oh, can you believe that guy?
Okay,
He calls us suckers and then he just trots off.
Ooh, she has really
no
cool
one
skills.
disrespects me. No one.
Whoa.
Ugh. Time to show them what you get when you cross world-class genius with pure, unadulterated rage.
Oh, this is really cool playstyle, actually.
Wow, you fought so fiercely.
So
Told you.
wait.
That's what happens when you disrespect me.
Mona, you are a force to be reckoned with.
You bet I am. Paimon, you agree too, right? Did I show those Fatui who's
Now
boss
she's
or
fishing for
what?
compliments.
Sure did. Without you here, those guys would have caused us a whole lot more trouble.
See? How do you like that, Harbinger? Scumbag. He seemed genuinely
She
shaken,
took that
though.
personally.
I don't think he was lying. I was always taught to talk about the false sky during astrological readings.
Who taught you?
Could there be more to such phrases than I have been led to believe?
False sky.
I digress. Come on.
No, the
let's
sky
finish
isn't
the
real.
job
Well,
we
I guess
came
if the
to do.
stars aren't real, then the sky is probably not real. So, some Harbinger, probably named the Jester,
Be the core.
thought up this whole plot, somehow figured out how to pull a constellation down from the sky.
It's way more shiny.
The constellation died
This
when
stone
its
harbors an unbelievable
person
amount of
died?
elemental energy and human desire. It's the core, all right?
Should we destroy it?
Otherwise, the victims will never wake up. This
Won't
core
we-
is the root cause of everything that has happened.
Won't we be destroying someone's soul then? Oh, Paimon claps.
Do it.
The name. I can't get over that name. So I guess that's the end of that?
With ropes, we
Oh.
can scale mountains.
Oh, Leonard.
With boats, we can sail the seas. By age 40, I had conquered every last domain.
Wow, persistent.
Pylos Peak alone defeated me.
He's a cool guy.
As an adventurer. And well, maybe in other ways too.
Oh, did you die on the mountain?
Now, I am approaching the end of my
Oh,
life.
he totally died on the
Many
mountain.
times I have sat and stared up at that peak as the boundless snow slowly engulfed me.
Oh my god.
It is a beast without weakness. The merciless face of the world. It fills me with fear. And when an adventurer loses courage, they can no longer climb mountains. My mountaineering days may be over, but I have a greater ambition now. Humans create tools to
He
conquer
survived
nature.
off the mountain.
And when nature conquers them in return,
He made it
they
off.
create better tools.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Where our legs cannot take us, maybe our tools can. And when tools fail us,
Did he make the wind gliders?
carry us instead.
Oh my god.
My dear friend, I leave you my designs for the wings of incompletion.
Oh my god.
Against the unknown, humanity stands as one. To be alive is to seek, to set foot in every place that the eye can see. I have little time remaining, though the wind has not yet come for my soul. But between us and your children, students, and friends, I believe that someone will reach that place at last.
Oh my god. Wow.
Wow. Well, that was unexpected.
You could say that again.
Who would have thought that human will can survive in the skies for millennia on end? Astrology really is an incredible thing.
What makes you say that?
The ability to communicate with the stars can give you access to all the secrets from throughout human history. Though,
Ooh.
of course, very few astrologists ever reach that level.
Thank you so much for all your assistance.
What's with the formal tone all of a sudden? And speaking of formal tone, what is the deal with that girl, Fischl? She's a curious one.
Paimon thinks so too. She's so... how to put this?
He has a wild imagination.
Yeah. Although, if you think about it, seems she was right all along.
The true killer.
One of these people
The mountain.
who uses
Oh,
the
he didn't
wrong
die, though.
method, but still gets the right answer?
You
Apparently.
may well be right.
Even so,
Wow.
Paimon thinks that the most surprising thing of all was how Pylos Peak turned into a teeny tiny little island.
A mountain of yesteryear now sits as an island in the sea. Almost anyone from Mondstadt could reach it now, just by jumping in a boat.
And to think all this time,
Everyone can climb Pylos Peak now.
we've been to Musgrave so many times.
Leonard would be happy
And I never
about
knew.
it. The situation with Pylos Peak might be a bit of a shock. But now, with the help of the Animal Archon, the people of Mondstadt are able to glide. With wings, people can travel further and higher than ever before and explore new and unknown places.
Leonard, is your wish now
The
fulfilled?
victims should finally start waking up now that we've dealt with the core.
Did we just eradicate a man from the skies, though? That's my question.
Our commission from the Adventurers Guild.
I wish everyone a speedy recovery. Wow. Okay, I'm just gonna put this here. Oh my goodness. You're kidding me. That was amazing. I can't believe. Okay, we'll have him on just a little bit in the background. How about that? This cutscene right here, this thing for Leonard, was the most beautiful thing I've seen out of this game so far, I think. Oh my goodness, not even the battle in Leonard. I think this is just, for me, I mean, I got a little choked up watching this. I think Leonard is probably my adventurer, role model now. I want to be Leonard when I grow up.
I am approaching the end of my life.
Oh, it was so unfair of them to give him this voice for his voiceover. Oh my god. Okay, well, so, a lot of things we got from this. First of all, stars might not be real, therefore the sky might not be real. That's a little tidbit I'm gonna have tucked away at the back of my mind for the rest of eternity now. Huh. Second thing is that, so when someone who has a constellation dies, does their constellation die too? Third thing is, when someone dies, does their spirit sort of go to their constellation? Maybe just because Leonard had such an enduring will. He persisted for 2,000 years, but Mona also seemed to insinuate that you could access all the information of history by speaking to the stars, presumably because people who have died have imparted their spirits to their constellations, and so all of their memories are still up there.
To seek, to set foot in every place.
Oh my god, this is incredible. But also, yeah, the Fatui just casually dragged a star down from the sky and gave one of their members an existential crisis, apparently. Oh my gosh, I was not expecting the lore behind wing gliders to show up. Oh, that was incredible.
That someone will reach that place.
This is amazing. Yeah, I don't know how he feels about... I don't know if anyone ever reached the peak of Pylos Peak while it was still a mountain and before it became Musk Reef, but I hope he can be at least satisfied with the outcome here. Oh my goodness. That was absolutely incredible. I just want to keep rewatching this cutscene over and over again. Man, I was so worried right about here that the peak got the better of him and killed him, but he survived. And he made wing gliders. You're kidding me. That's it. Oh. This is incredible. I'm so glad I watched this. Just absolutely, oh my gosh, man, I wish this was a permanent event in the game. That would be so lovely to see. And it absolutely, completely changed my opinion of Fischl. It was lovely to meet Mona. And also, okay, the Wanderer, currently a character on the banner right now. I played his playtest, absolutely loved it. I loved what I saw of his character just from his voice lines there. And now seeing him here, he's a Fatui Harbinger? I want to know so much about this guy. My goodness, okay. 10 out of 10 event. Do recommend watching it, I guess. And I'm so glad that I got to watch it here. Thank you to the Gaming Library and Gamer's Little Playground, I guess. 2 different accounts, but they have the same playthrough, same character name there, so thank you both to these accounts for having that up there. Wow, I'm gonna go lose my mind a little bit. But that's all for this video. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for watching this with me. I hope you adored that as much as I did. My goodness. What an event! Oh, wow. That's all for now, I guess. I'll see you all in the next one. Have a great rest of your day. And, you know, may your wings take you ever further, I guess. Bye now.